And here is the Writer's Almanac for Friday, September the 17th, 2021. It's the birthday of the American poet who said, "Say it, no ideas but in things." William Carlos Williams, born Rutherford, New Jersey, 1883. Father was English, mother was Puerto Rican. His father thought the son should go into dentistry, but Williams did not care to stand still all day, so he went into medicine instead, pediatrics, at the same time as he was writing poetry under the influence of Ezra Pound, and settled in his hometown, Rutherford, practiced medicine there, and wrote poems on scraps of paper and prescription pads during breaks. It was on this date in 1683 the Dutchman Antony van Leeuwenhoek wrote a letter to the Royal Society sharing his discovery of animalcules, what we now know as bacteria. He was untrained in science, had no higher education, but he was very interested in lenses, ground his own, and made his own simple microscopes, and studied the plaque he found between his teeth, was the first to discover and look at blood cells, sperm, nematodes, muscle fibers, and algae. Wrote right up until his death at the age of 90, his last letters were detailed observations of his own final illness. It's the birthday of Ken Kesey, La Junta, Colorado, 1935, author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the title from the children's rhyme, One Flew East, One Flew West, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And it's the anniversary of the Battle of Antietam, 1862, near Sharpsburg, Maryland, along the banks of Antietam Creek. Nearly 23,000 casualties in one day, the bloodiest single day in American military history, and the battle ended in a draw. One regiment, 1st Texas Infantry, lost 82% of its men. Battle began at dawn in a cornfield. Robert E. Lee had brought his army into Maryland, which was still part of the Union, even though it was a slave state, try to find new supplies. The Union general, George McClellan, commanded twice as many troops as Lee, and he had a copy of General Lee's battle plan, but McClellan fumbled the advantages that he had. He failed to fully collapse the Confederates' flanks, advance his center, so that more than a quarter of the Union Army never took part in the battle. The Union had the advantage in the afternoon, and then late Confederate reinforcements held them off, and by sundown both sides simply held their own ground. A veteran of the battle said the cornfield was so full of bodies that a man could have walked through it without stepping on the ground. Here's a poem for today by William Carlos Williams, entitled Pastoral. When I was younger, it was plain to me I must make something of myself. Older now, I walk back streets admiring the houses of the very poor, roof out of line with sides, the yards cluttered with old chicken wire ashes, furniture gone wrong, the fences and outhouses built of barrel staves and parts of boxes, all, if I am fortunate, smeared a bluish green that properly weathered pleases me best of all colors. No one will believe this of vast import to the nation. Pastoral, a poem by William Carlos Williams from the collected poems of W.C. Williams. That's the Writer's Almanac for Friday, September the 17th, funded by donations from listeners like you, now available on PRX for distribution by your local radio station. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.